Supplementary order paper. Business 3A, bills. Bill number 11 of 2025, taxation, first reading.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, second reading when?
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, today and now.
Thank you, honorable members. I now put a question, and the question is that second reading of Bill number 11 of 2025, taxation, be taken now. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Bill number 11 of 2025, taxation, second reading.
Honorable Minister, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker. Madam, the bill before the House seeks to amend the Taxation Act. Number one, to align the title of the marginal note to the subject matter provided for in Section 127A, and two, to standardize the rate of tax for all corporations, and thirdly, to increase the withholding tax on winnings on betting and gambling activities. Madam Speaker, the marginal note Section 127A of the Taxation Act is being changed from transfer to defraud and artificial transactions to transfer pricing and other arrangements between related parties to better reflect the section's intent. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the second reading be taken today. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance. DPP spokesperson. Chiradzulu South.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving DPP the opportunity to comment. I just want to make one or two comments before we comment on this particular bill. We want to indicate that DPP loves this country. DPP loves Malawians. That's the very reason we have made sure that even though we are not comfortable with the budget, we have passed it. It is for the same reason, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, that the minister was not available. I'm sure maybe he may have forgotten some of the bills. But because we love this country, we don't want this country to completely stop. That's why we are here. That's why we have even allowed us to sit, even we can sit here up to even 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., because DPP and our president, Professor Peter Mutharika, loves Malawians. That's why he's concerned with the issue that we have raised before. I thought I should put that on record. That Malawians know Professor Peter Mutharika loves you. With these comments, I yield the floor to Honorable Mangochi Southwest to comment on the bill. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Honorable member for Chiradzulu South is one person. Mangochi Southwest.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, we in the DPP would like to, quickly, don't worry, quickly, Chief Whip, quickly, just quickly, 1 minute. Speaking on the, quickly, 1 point. Okay, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, we would want to support this bill. We are supporting this bill. But we want to draw the attention of the Minister of Finance that in his budget speech, he had alluded to the fact that he is going to
Honorable member, may you resume your seat first?
Honorable Speaker, this is a house of records and procedures. And if this was done by Manguch South, out to some extent, maybe take it that he's not aware because it's his first term. But Chiradzulu South knows very well that we have one spokesperson per party. You did ask for a spokesperson for DPP. And he rose without asking for a point of order and started commenting. And then he sits down and says, now I usher someone else to speak. Procedurally, madam, it's unfair, it's unprocedural. I beg that that must not happen in the House. I know he wants to speak something good, but he can come under debate, but not at this particular time. Let's follow procedure. I beg Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader of the House, for that guidance. Indeed, it's one spokesperson per party, that's from DPP. But then the reason I allowed him to speak, because Chiradzulu South indeed did speak, but he did not say anything to do with the bill. So I wanted him, since he said he's delegating, I wanted him to comment on the bill because I want the spokesperson to tackle the bill. He said nothing about the bill. He said nothing about the bill. No, it is not my problem, it is not your problem, but I'm just explaining why I allowed him to speak.
Honorable, that becomes a DPP problem, not a House problem. When you innocently accepted Chiradzulu South, you actually said DPP spokesperson. And then, because they keep on changing, we don't know which is the spokesperson at that particular time. He is the one you announced in the House. He comes in. He spoke. Madam, let's follow procedures. If he has not spoken anything about the bill, let that be a problem of DPP, but not a problem of the House. I beg you, let procedures be followed.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader, but I'm also here to guide. If something has gone wrong, I'm here to correct it. They did wrong because he was supposed to tackle the bill. And if I have said that I allowed him to speak because the first person to speak did not talk about the bill, let the honorable member speak something to do with the bill because that is why we are here. Next time, don't do it because I will not allow you. One person, one spokesperson per party. That's fine. If you want to delegate while you're seated, not standing and then you delegate. No, it's not like that. Mangochi Southwest, continue.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for that guidance. Quickly on the bill. The Minister of Finance, you had indicated in your budget statement that you are going to include mega farms, in the income taxation bracket.
Honorable member, just to go straight into your facts, don't provoke others here.
Okay.
We don't have time for provocation.
I am not provoking anyone. I'm just saying, Madam Deputy Speaker, I'm just saying that the Minister of Finance had indicated that the mega farms will be included in the priority industry sectors. In this bill, nothing has been mentioned. So I will seek clarification because he had told the whole nation that the mega farms will be included. Number two, we support the amendment that even foreign companies should be subjected to the same regime of 30%. We support that. There is no way we can be discriminating those that are bringing in foreign direct investment. However, we should make sure that everyone is paying taxes in this country. There are certain categories, particularly politically exposed people, that do not pay tax. We don't want to start mentioning them, but wherever they may be, they should know that they should be paying taxes. With these few remarks, we support the amendment bill, but subject to clarification on the mega farms.
Thank you. UDF? Zomba Antonio.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just to put matters into the right perspective, the first to speak is DBP. The second to speak must be UDF. That's putting matters into perspective. Because for two people to comment from the DBP is not fair to the UDF. Madam Speaker, can the UDF be protected, please, Madam Speaker?
Order, members. Order. On what you have said, leader, I have also guided, and I have guided DPP.
Madam Speaker,
thank you
so much for recognizing UDF to comment on the Taxation Amendment Bill of 2025. Madam Speaker, the reason why we are here today is to synchronize the budget activities and the taxation activities. We all know that certain taxes have got specific dates to be implemented. One of those is this one on the floor. Madam Speaker, without much ado, the UDF would like to wholeheartedly support this bill, for it is starting on Monday. Monday being the very first day of the new financial year. So to pass it today, to attend to it today, it is the right thing to do. With those few remarks, I support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Leader of the House.
The Right Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the people that have spoken, including UDF spokesperson, Chiradzuro South and Mangochi Southwest. The problem with Mangochi Southwest is that he speaks and he's now chatting with Mangochi Mankibe. This is a gentleman who worked for MRIA, well conversant with taxes.
Mangochi Southwest, go to your seat.
A person who is well conversant with taxes. Madam, he's genius when he says politically exposed persons must pay tax. I want to include things like cement. When you buy cement, make sure you pay tax, because cement should be part of goods that we pay tax. So politically exposed persons and goods that comes into the country, including cement, all of us should pay. Whether you are a president, you are not a president, you are a minister, you are not a minister, but everybody must pay tax. I want to beg that debate be curtailed in order to allow the able Minister of Finance to wind up.
Thank you very much, honorable members. I now put a question, and the question is that debates on Bill number 11 of 2025, taxation, be curtailed in order for the honorable minister to wind up. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried. Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, through you, I don't have much to say, but to agree with the two speakers that, yes, we appreciate the fact that they really understand the need to have a very good taxation regime. Madam Speaker, we've taken note of the issues raised, and therefore, Madam Speaker, before I conclude, I would like also to echo to what the spokesperson for UDF actually did indicate, the matter of following procedures. They have always followed procedures, and sometimes when they speak, they also provide suggested solutions. Madam Speaker, in cognizance of the same, Madam Speaker, allow me to beg you, Madam Speaker, that we move to that the second reading be taken now. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that a second reading of Bill number 11 of 2025 be taken now. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Bill number 11 of 2025, Taxation Amendment, Committee State.
Honorable members, it's committee stage. May I ask Honorable Chair for budget to chair the committee stage? Thank you.
Good afternoon, honorable members. Good afternoon, Leader of the House. Good afternoon, Leader of the House and honorable members. Honorable members, welcome to the committee stage of Bill number 11 of 2025, Taxation Amendment. I wish to inform you that so far the Chair has not received any notice of proposed amendments on this bill. I now put the question that the clauses 1 to 4 stand part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, and the motion is carried. Honourable members, this marks the end of committee stage of Bill number 11 of 2025, Taxation Amendment. Thank you so much for your active participation.
Bill number 11 of 2025, report stage.
Honorable Minister, what transpired on the committee of
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to report that the bill passed through committee stage without any amendment.
Honorable members. Honorable Minister.
Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to report that the bill passed through committee stage without any amendment. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be laid a third time.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that Bill number 11 of 2025, third reading, be taken today and now. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Bill number 11 of 2025, Taxation Amendment, third reading.
Honorable Minister, third reading.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that the Bill 11 of 2025 be laid a third time and passed.
Thank you, honorable members. I now put a question, and the question is that third reading of Bill number 11 of 2025, taxation, be read and pass. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried, and therefore the bill has passed.
Business item 3A, bills. Bill number 12 of 2025, value added tax amendment, first reading.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, second reading when?
Today and now.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that second reading of Bill number 12 of 2025, value added tax amendment, be taken now. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Bill number 12 of 2025, value added tax amendment, second reading.
Honorable Minister, please proceed.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the bill before the House seeks to amend the Value Added Tax Act to provide for the exemption of bread from VAT. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, bread has become a staple food for many families across Malawi, forming an essential part of their daily diet. Recognizing its significance and the financial burden that VAT imposes on consumers, government of Dr. Lazarus Makathi Chakwera through this bill aims to make bread more affordable by removing the value-added tax. This measure is intended to ease the cost of living and enhance the food accessibility for all citizens. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be laid a second time. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Finance. Spokesperson from DPP, Mango Chimankibe.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker. And I would like to thank the leadership of the DPP for entrusting me with this responsibility of responding to this bill on behalf of the party. First Deputy Speaker, Second Deputy Speaker, there's a difference between exemption and the zero rating. If you want a price of a commodity to be reduced, you don't exempt. You don't remove it from the first schedule. Because if you remove it from the first schedule, it is no longer vatable. Now, if an item is no longer vatable, it means the producer of that particular item cannot claim input VAT from raw materials that he incurs when producing that particular product. What that means is that if the producer is failing to recover the input VAT, he is going to transfer it to the consumer as part of production cost. I think it happened last time with cooking oil. The Tonsi administration did exactly the same, and we never saw any reduction in price. Today, they are repeating that very same mistake. If you want an item to reduce in price, you zero rate it. So you leave it on the first schedule, but you put tax rate at zero, so that those who are producing bread should be able to recover the input VAT from flour, electricity, water, all sorts of things, so that the item should reduce in price. Now, what has happened, we will not see any reduction in the price of bread. And therefore, Madam Speaker, if I had an opportunity to say the truth, which I want to say, we do not support this amendment in this form, but we support the spirit of removing VAT charge on bread so that the price should be reduced. But the way to do it is to zero rate it, leave it on the schedule and put the tax rate at 0, as opposed to remove it from the first schedule where you will not be able to claim input VAT. So first Deputy Speaker, second Deputy Speaker, I speak like that on behalf of DPP. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. UDF?
Thank you so much for recognizing UDF once again. To comment on the value-added tax amendment bill. Another way, just to buttress on the point that Mangochi Mankibe, representing the DPP, has alluded to, another way to reduce the price of bread is to produce wheat in this country. That's another way of doing it. Because this is where we're going to the Ministry of Agriculture now. To me, Madam Speaker, I feel like the Ministry of Agriculture has been reduced to an AIP institution, forgetting other equally important functions like research or seed multiplication. At this point in time, we could have been sitting here talking about the tonnage of wheat that this country is producing. If we produce more wheat, it simply means bread will automatically go down. Bread prices will automatically decrease. With those few remarks, Madam Speaker, I support the bill.
Thank you very much. The people of Zomba Antonia, representing UDF, Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable. To thank the two spokespersons. The question is, are we paying VAT today on bread? Yes. Do we want to remove VAT? He's going to answer. Because as we speak now, we are paying VAT. Do we want to remove it? You wait for the answer. For that reason, I beg to move that debate on this subject be curtailed in order to allow the Honorable Minister, able Minister of Finance, to end up debate. I beg to move.
Thank you very much, Leader. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that debate on Bill number 12 of 2025 be curtailed in order for the able Honorable Minister of Finance wind up debate. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried.
Second Deputy Speaker, thank you very much for allowing me to wind up debate on this one. Firstly, to thank the spokesperson on finance from DPP, but also from UDF, just to indicate that we've considered all the options of zero rating, standardizing, or exempting. Since some of these schedules would really require government to put in some kind of subsidy, for us, the best option that we thought we could do at the moment is actually to do the exemption. So we understand all the attributing factors as alluded to by the spokesperson of finance, that's Mangochi Mankibe, but at the same time, I also know that he did understand the fact that out of the three options at the moment, the only viable option would be to do the exemption. This therefore means that we are not going to be charging the 16.5% VAT on bread. Having said this, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to beg that the bill be laid for a second time. Madam Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that second reading of Bill number 12, 2025, be read a second time. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Bill number 12 of 2025, committee stage.
Honorable members, chair budget, the vote is yours for you to come and chair. Thank you.
Honourable members, welcome to the committee stage of Bill number 12 of 2025, Value Added Tax Amendment. I wish to inform you that so far, the chair has not received any notice of proposed amendments on the bill. I now put the question that the clauses 1 to 2 stand part of the bill. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honourable members, this marks the end of committee stage of Bill number 12 of 2025 Value Added Tax Amendment. Thank you so much for your active participation. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. Thank you.
Bill number
Thank you,
12
honorable members.
Bill number 12 of 2025, report stage.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, may you report what transpired on committee stage?
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to report that the bill number 12 of 2025 has passed through committee stage without an amendment. Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the bill be laid for a third time.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that third reading of Bill number 12 of 2025 be taken now. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Bill number 12 of 2025, third reading.
Honorable Minister.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that Bill number 12 of 2025 be laid a third time and passed.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that Bill number 12 of 2025, Value Added Tax Amendment, be read a third time and pass. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried, and therefore the bill has passed. Leader of the House.
Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, if I was a prophet, I would say, may all those that have worked hard today come back. I will repeat, if I was a prophet, I would say, may those that have worked hard for Malawians today come back. But
the prophet says that you should come back and stay where you are. Don't invade someone's place. Let me thank you in the manner you chaired proceedings, Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you so much for your guidance throughout. Let me also thank the Honorable Minister of Justice for the bill we passed. I know we started. And also greatly to thank the Honorable Minister of Finance for presenting the bills that were presented today. The spokespersons for the wonderful job they have done as well. But most importantly, the honorable members. The Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, as you are aware, that the actual announcement of the Eid holiday awaits the sighting of the moon, and then it is the Muslim Association that announces that. I know you make that announcement, but I'm saying this because my emotion, therefore, it's dependent on your announcement. But since once you make an announcement, I cannot be able to move a motion. The motion is that if the holiday is on Monday, then for sure we're going to come on Tuesday. And it means Monday it's holiday. And Tuesday we come in the chamber. And my motion then is that if we come on Tuesday, we should not come in the morning, but in the afternoon. That's the part of the motion that, according to Standing Order 7, sitting time on Tuesday, on this particular Tuesday, be waived in order to allow us to meet Tuesday afternoon, to allow the honorable members travel back from their constituency and do their work in the House. If, to the contrary, that we advise that the sighting of the moon is on Tuesday and then the holiday is on Wednesday, then automatically procedures of our standing orders will follow. My motion depends on your announcement and specifically the announcement of the Muslim Association of Malawi. I beg to report, in a nutshell, I beg to move. But have a lovely weekend. Eid Mubarak.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader. What a long motion. Honorable members, before my announcement, I have to put a motion here. And the motion is that if we have the holiday on Monday, we waive all the standing orders, more especially Standing Order 6, which talks about sitting time, that the House resume proceedings on Tuesday afternoon. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried. Honorable members, before I adjourn the House, I have an announcement to make. I wish to inform the House that we have received a communication from the Ministry of Local Government, Unity and Culture to the effect that following the advice from the Muslim Association of Malawi, MAM, Eid al-Fitr prayers will be held either on Monday, 31st March 2025, or Tuesday, 1st April 2025, depending on sighting of the new moon, marking the end of the holy month of Ramadan. Such being the case, this year's public holiday shall be observed on any of the 2 days based on the final guidance from MAM. In this regard, the House will not meet to conduct deliberations, and Secretariat will provide guidance on the final agreed public holiday day through communication in our various forums by the evening of Sunday, 30th March 2025. We wish all Muslims in the country and the general public a happy Eid al-Fitr public holiday. That marks the end of my announcement. So according to the motion that we have moved, that we have passed, It means if the holiday is on Tuesday, Monday, Wednesdays as usual, we start in the afternoon. But if it is on Monday, then we have to eat more meat for people like us who eat the meat on Monday till Tuesday morning, and then we come back Tuesday afternoon. So, from your chair here, it's happy Eid al-Fitr to you all. I now adjourn the House to, it will depend on the announcement. House adjourned.
Members of Parliament wrapping up their business for today, which is also week 7, officially leaving them with 2 weeks of business in this first meeting of the 51st session. As the order paper guided, the House started with questions to ministries for oral replies under general business. The ministries that took questions are Ministry of Health, Ministry of Natural Resources and Climate Change, and Ministry of Local Government, Unity and Culture. Under government business, 6 ministries laid at the table their subsidiary legislation, which were later referred to the Legal Affairs Committee for further scrutiny. The House also discussed Bill number 1 of 2025, Companies, Registrations and Intellectual Property Center. The bill seeks to establish a center which shall be a semi-autonomous government agency with its own legal personality and which shall assume the functions of the Department of Registrar General. The Parliamentary Committee on Social and Community Affairs presented an analysis report on the mentioned bill. The House also discussed and passed 2 appropriation bills. These are Bill number 14 of 2025, Supplementary Appropriation Bill, and Bill number 13 of 2025, Appropriation Bill. Appropriation Bill is a proposed law that authorizes the expenditure of government funds. The passing of these bills gives power to the government to start withdrawing funds from the consolidated funds, allocating them to their intended purposes. The 2025-2026 national budget is expected to run from Tuesday, 1st April 2025 to 31st March 2026. The House has also amended and passed 2 bills. These are Bill number 11 of 2025, Taxation Bill Amendment. The bill seeks to amend the Taxation Act in order to standardize the rate of tax for all corporations. And Bill number 12 of 2025, Value Added Tax. The bill seeks to amend Value Added Act in order to provide exemption of credit from value added tax. As of now, the second Deputy Speaker, Honorable Aisha Adams, has since adjourned the House until next week. Omonso ndi momwe zayendera zokambirana za aphungu lero lachisanu pa 28 March 2025 kuno ku Nyumba ya Malamulo. Kukangulanso sabata imeneyi yachisanu ndi chiwiri ya namba 7 pa sabata 9 amene anakonzedwa mu mkumano umenewu. Monga ndondomeko ya zokambirana za aphungu wa Nyumba ya Malamulo inasonyezera lero, nyumbayi inayamba zokambirana zake ndi mafunso kuchokera kwa aphungu kupita ku maunduna osiyanasiyana. Ena mwa maunduna omwe anayankha mafunsowa ndi unduna woona za umoyo, unduna woona za maboma ang'onoang'ono, komanso unduna woona za chilengedwe ndi kusintha kwa nyengo. Kumbali ya boma, nyumbayi inalandira malamulo ang'onoang'ono kuchoka ku maunduna osiyanasiyana, komanso inakambirana bill number 1 ya 2025, Companies Registration and Intellectual Property Center. Nayo komiti ya malamulo yoona za chisamaliro cha anthu inapereka ripoti yokhuza bill imeneyi. Aphunguwa anakambirananso ndi kuvomereza bill number 14 ya 2025, Supplementary Appropriation, komanso bill number 13 ya 2025, Appropriation Bill, bill number 11 ya 2025, Taxation Bill Amendment, ndipo yomaliza bill number 12 ya 2025, Value Added Tax Amendment. Padakali pano wachiwiri wa Speaker wa Nyumba ya Malamulo olemekezeka Aisha Adams MP ayimisa zokambirana za aphunguwa kufikira sabata ya mawa. Mwalo mwa azanga onse ogwira ntchito ku Parliament Television, munali ndine Fani Mbwana.